Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. I've missed you guys. I hope everything's good. Thank you so much for coming back to the videos and for listening. You are welcome here wherever you are from, whatever your background is. Come on in, have a seat, and let's do this video for you guys. So today this video is by special request by one of our lovely clients. Thank you for what's it called? Subscribers. Yeah, sorry, I've been going through many clients recently. Our lovely subscribers here. Thank you so much for requesting this video. You really do help a lot by requesting. I'm grateful that I have people who request videos, because that it does half of the job for me, because I don't have to think too much about what to do. So I have a lot to say about aloe vera. This is aloe vera. We're going to be talking about the aloe vera plant. I think many of you will know aloe vera. It's very common these days. It originates in the Arabian Peninsula, but it is all over the world now. So it grows everywhere now. It's been propagated and taken because of its amazing qualities. So I'm gonna talk first about the history of aloe vera when it comes to us as Muslims and as people who are believers in God the Most High and in all of the holy books. From our family history, obviously from my lineage, we come from an Abrahamic lineage. We come from the house of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam through his daughter Fatima, and we have a lot of history that is about the house of Abraham and the prophets, and the house of Imran and the relations, and Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and all of the other prophets like Sayyidina Isa ibn Maryam alayhi salam, Jesus Christ, peace and blessings be upon him, and the Virgin Mary, peace and blessings be upon her, all of them, Moses, peace and blessings be upon him, and Abraham, peace and blessings be upon him. So I'm going to say a lot about it a lot about it tonight. I'm going to try and make it as short as possible. Usually I end up doing like around half an hour. I know myself. In the end, I'm going to be like doing like 20 something minutes. So the first thing I have to say is that this aloe vera plant, we firmly believe from the Arabian Peninsula, that it has been brought down from heaven by Adam and Eve when they first came here on earth. Okay, or it is basically, to put it in another way, it is by being brought down to heaven, from heaven basically to earth, basically. So it is indigenous in itself. The plant grows out of the earth, like it's not been brought here by a flying saucer or by an angel or by something to earth, but the spirit of the plant has been brought down from heaven, from paradise, from where our father Adam and our mother Eve were before anything happened. Okay, like, you know, with the holy books and everything, and with this Homo sapiens sapien, the species that's living here now. Obviously in history there have been many other kinds of different people that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has taken because of their hard hearts, and because of their arrogance, and because of their judgmentalism, and because of them not living under the light of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, worshipping other things despite warnings. And I'm not talking about human beings, I'm talking about other creatures that looked like humans. Giants, Nephilim, which are half human, half angel, lots of things, okay? So let's not get into this here, because this is a big topic, and it, like, you know, it would take a few hours or a few, like, probably weeks to cover it. So The spirits are very happy tonight about this aloe vera video. I don't know why they're all jumping around. All right, so are you guys happy about it? Yeah? Really? You love the plant. They love the plant. See, the spirits love the plant. The ancestors, they love the plant. It's got a very strong healing power. So anyway, it's been around many of the figures that are mentioned in Quran, especially when healing was required. Okay, I'll give you an example for Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Used to use it a lot for healing himself and healing those who were close to him. And in Arabia, it was a common thing. It wasn't just like used by holy figures, but the holy figures that are mentioned in the Quran and the people, they and the Bible and so on, and all of the let's say the heavenly books, they have been they have knowledge of, many of them have had knowledge of medicine and healing, and the power of plants like I do. Many of them have had it, and many of them have used it to heal themselves and to help themselves. It is said to be, like I said, one of the favorite plants of Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was using it a lot, from my knowledge, and also by the Virgin Mary, peace and blessings be upon her. She, on her way from where she lived when she was pregnant, when she got pregnant and wanted to deliver Jesus Christ, peace and blessings be upon him, and went to the desert. And I talk about my dream. I had a very long dream about her when she was running from the place that she was in to go and deliver Jesus Christ, and I saw her. I remember seeing her very clearly, her face, but she looked like she was in distress, and I only saw the profile. I saw her from the side, but she made me feel like she knew me in the dream. She knew who I was in the dream. She kind of made me feel like she was my mother, in the dream. I felt like she was my mother, and I still do. Like, she's one of my ancestors, definitely, for sure, 100 million percent in my DNA. But I know that when she went out of her home to go and deliver Jesus Christ, because that was a very bad thing for a woman to get pregnant without a husband, and obviously they accused her of not doing good, and that was a false accusation, because the pregnancy was without a father. It was done by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to prove that he can actually create a child without a father, and he can there's another child who created without a mother, that's Adam, our father, and then without a father, that's Jesus Christ, and then without a mother, that's our mother Eve, I believe. Without a father, that is definitely Jesus Christ, peace and blessings be upon him. And without a mother and a father, that's Adam, our original ancestor, as he came out of the earth and his spirit was given to him by God. So Aloe Vera was on her way. There are other plants that were on her way, on her path to where she delivered Jesus Christ, peace and blessings be upon him. One of the plants there was aloe vera, and she used it to help herself. A well-known thing about aloe vera plant, when we talk about physically or herbal medicine, it quickens contractions, it makes labor, it stimulates labor. So therefore, pregnant women are not supposed to consume aloe vera internally, okay? And also, they are not supposed to consume it after they give birth immediately, because it can lead to the child having it in their bloodstream. They believe that causes problems. But if they want to quicken the contractions, and then after delivery, then they can stop. After that, they don't take it. So the Virgin Mary, peace and blessings be upon her, our mother, she used it to quicken the contractions, because she wanted to, and they were very quick. But in the end, the thing that helped her the most was underneath a palm tree. The actual palm fruits helped her the most. But there was the aloe vera there with her. There was also another plant called a rose of Jericho with her, which is a miraculous plant that grows in the desert that doesn't die. it's because we believe it's been touched by her in a way that made it like change. It changed the physiology of the plant, so that the plant could live, or possibly it was created in her name originally, and then when she came into contact with it, it became blessed, and it had other attributes to it. For example, the rose of Jericho attracts abundances, it attracts good things when you have it in your home. It's one of these plants that are very interesting. I'm going to do a video about it, okay? But we're talking about the aloe vera. So she ate the aloe vera on her way so that she could quicken the contractions, and it eases labor as well, because of the mucus that's in the plant, and because of it's very good when it's taken internally, okay, for a woman that's about to have a baby. In the old days, new days I don't know about. Ask your doctor and see your GP about it, and don't use things just because you heard them in a video or you read them somewhere, okay? You have to do your research and responsible for yourself. The spirits are very happy about it tonight. Honestly, they're really dancing around. It's very funny. I hope I can concentrate to finish this video. Okay, so the aloe vera, it has physical attributes as well. I'm just going to mention them briefly, the things that it can do in a physical sense. It is very good for healing the skin and for skin condition, for having nicer skin in general if you use it on your skin as a gel on your skin, for having nicer hair and longer hair and shinier hair. That's also a very good thing. Aloe vera is very good for that. It's good for the scalp. It can help with dandruff, and it is an anti-inflammatory. Okay, it's got over, I think, 200 or 300 or 1,000 different compounds within it. So you can imagine, it's like honey. Honey is the same thing. Honey is the same. It has so many components within it, because obviously the bees take it. But aloe vera is one of these things that has so many helpful compounds that are helpful to humans. Its ability to repair damaged tissue resulting from trauma is very powerful, such as burns and bruising, acne, any kind of dermatitis, any herpes, sores on the mouth, any rashes, sunburns, even psoriasis. It's not good with open wounds and cuts. It's just with rough bruises towards this on the skin, okay? It's also used to treat mouth problems, aching teeth, gingivitis and receding gums, and sore throats, and so on, okay? Some research says that the aloe will stimulate an immune response if you take it orally. Traditionally, it's been used to treat stomach ulcers and asthma, and even some people have used it to treat HIV, believe it or not. So I would say, if you want to take it like that, it's your responsibility, but I would strongly suggest talking to a professional before doing it, okay? Like a herbalist, or someone who is like a doctor who knows about these herbal things or natural remedies and stuff like that, okay? Right, now let's go to the spiritual side. The spiritual side is extremely powerful for aloe vera. Aloe vera is very powerful at protecting a space or a home. So if you have it in your home, it will protect the home from many negative things happening in the home. It removes negative energies that lead to accidents happening in the home. So if you keep it in your home, you'll have less and less accidents in the home. I've experienced that one time, and it saved me from something. I have aloe vera plants in my home. I have a few of them. I'm just attracted to it naturally, probably because of my spirits and my genetics. The spirits like it as well. So the aloe vera will protect your home against accidents. They are also a very lucky plant to have, okay? So they will protect the home against accidents that are just random, or if anyone is planning to hurt you in any way. If you have aloe vera in your above your door, for example, the front door, believe me, people will not be able to do anything to harm you whilst you are in your home, or to harm the building that you're in or the flat that you're in. It's very protective. It is thought to relieve loneliness as well, and it helps with success in any kind of thing that you want to do. Okay, I, for example, keep mine on the window that is above the main entrance. There's it's a glass square above the main entrance, and I leave it there because one of them, I leave it there because it's the spikes, and it's like if you hold it, it can hurt your hand. So I just leave it there so that I protect my home from anything negative or hostile coming from outside, whatever that is. Okay, human beings, spirits, whatever that is, it protects your home. Okay, anywhere you have it in the home, it will work still. But if there's a certain area that's vulnerable, like a main entrance, okay, that people come out and go in and go out of, okay, you have to think about, be creative, put it where you need the protection, basically. You can put it by a windowsill if your bed is next to a window, to prevent you from getting bad dreams and to protect you from negative spirits. You can keep it in your bedroom to protect you from evil spirits and negative spirits at night. That is also very good if you are someone who gets dreams and bad dreams and is prone to psychic attacks. You can keep it, okay? For example, because I have it in my home, I hardly ever get any kind of attacks, but I am very protected myself, very protected, it's not even funny. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protects me from all kinds of energies, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gets very angry if someone tries to do something to me or to any believer, really. But we have to use these things to fortify ourselves, because He's created them for that. It's like taking paracetamol for a headache, or taking lansoprazole for a stomach problem, or a indigestion or heartburn. It's like taking, for example, penicillin for infections. You have to if you have knowledge about these things, it's good to use them. But know that the power that they have is coming from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like the medicines that we take orally, also nobody really knows how they work 100%. But they are derived from plants. Okay? And by the way, all of these herbs in the past, they used to be called drugs. It's not just medicines that you find in bottles and things like that are called drugs, or like hardcore drugs are called drugs. All of the plants, if they had any medicinal property, they used to be called a drug in the olden days. They, like I said, they're thought to relieve loneliness. Somehow they make the person feel okay being alone, and also they create an attraction that the person will attract energies and people that will make them feel less lonely. Okay, however that resonates with you and fits, if you have experienced that, it's a very nice and comforting energy, and it attracts good spirits. It attracts general luck, like I said, and money and success, okay, with all of your endeavors. You can burn, if you are lonely and you need love, for example, you can burn on the night of a full moon. Like tonight, on the 8th of November, the full moon is in the sign of Taurus, and it is a lunar eclipse as well. So that is a very powerful time for prayers, for things like that. So if you burn it on the night of this moon, it will, if you believe and you are powerful enough, it will bring you a new lover by the new moon. Okay, it will bring you someone who is interested in you romantically, who will express their love to you by the new moon. Also, you can burn it on the full moon if you are Say, for example, you're a man, you want to make a move towards a woman that you like, you can burn it on the full moon. That also works. It helps with the energy, okay, of the whole situation. Aloe vera as well, from my experience, it is very good at exorcising negative energy and do exorcisms. I get called sometimes by some people when exorcisms need to be done. For example, I have pastors and I have like people in the church, for example, who will call me because they know me, bishops and so on, because they know that when I come into the room where the person needs the exorcism, if I come into the room and I look the person in the eye, whatever evil in them flees. Okay? I have had an experience last year or the year before, I think it was the year before last, and there was this priest that called me. He said, we know that you have this energy with demons and they are scared of you. The devil is scared of you. So can you come? Because there's a very complicated exorcism that we're doing and we can't really get rid of this entity. It's very mischievous. It's playing with us. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. We seek refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the devil and his games and his illusions. So I went, and as I was walking into that room where there was this lady that was possessed by something, and before I went into the room, as soon as I entered the building and no one had told her anything, she was in the room on her own. She started screaming, "No, not him, not him, not him, I can't, not him." And I was like, what? How did she know that I was coming? And then I just walked in very quickly. I believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I believe in God, okay? Nothing like that scares me. And if they come next to me, they have every right to be scared because I know what to do to them. I can trap something in something forever. No one will find it, okay? From these demons and devils, okay? They can't play basically with me, okay? Because with my mind, I can trap them in something that nobody will find until Qiyamah, until Judgment Day comes, okay? So they have every right to be scared and really scared, okay? So I went in and I looked at it. And as I looked at it, it was hiding its face. And then as I came, it's like a magnet pulled its face towards me to look at me. And when it looked at me, this woman passed out. And I could see the shadow of this thing leaving the place, okay, leaving it through the western wall. That's where the bad things, they go basically towards the west so that they don't come back again. And it left. And in my mind, one of my spirits told me its name. Once you know the name of something, of these evil things, it doesn't have power over you anymore, okay? They have names, like people have names. So the spirits told me its name, okay? And it's not like I know each one's name or everybody's names, but I just that one, it was revealed to me. So in my mind, as I was walking in, I said to it with its name, I said, "You better leave before you get hurt." And then it left. It went towards the west. Alhamdulillah. And the woman was healed after that. She's very grateful. To this day, she's very grateful. She's so sweet. And we've given her protection, like the protections I talked about, the ones that I do. Nothing is able to come close to her now. Not even anything physical or spiritual that's evil. So aloe vera is very helpful with that. When they call me for these things, I put it all over my body, or I carry it with me in my left pocket. Like I said to you guys, in the left pocket means you lose things, to go to this place. If you feel that you have anything that's attached to you that you don't like and it's negative and nothing else has worked, combine aloe vera with salt and sulfur, and add to it a little bit of ammonia. If you know the household ammonia, that you clean things with, that ammonia, nothing negative can stand it really. It burns them. So if you use it with these things and you put just a drop, like I said to you guys before, if you have like say a jug of water or something that you're making this mixture in, put just a drop of ammonia. You don't need much, okay? Don't go pouring half a bottle or a bottle over your head, okay? So you just need a few drops or a drop. I would say work in odd numbers, 3, 5, 7, and so on, and add to it the salt, like a teaspoon, for example, of salt, and add to it the sulfur, teaspoon of sulfur. You can buy sulfur powder. In Arabic, we call it sulfa. It's the same sulfur. So mix these together. It will break out the worst of the worst from you. Whatever, as bad as it can get. If you do this for 7 nights or 9 nights in a row, it will break anything negative that is attached to you. And if you add some chili to it, then that thing doesn't have any chance of staying in you unless it's made of stone, and that's nothing, that doesn't exist, okay? So you just have to do it like that. If you want to cleanse an area or something, like an item that you have, that you like, and you think that there's something spiritual about that item that you don't like, then you can use aloe vera as well with these things to cleanse it. It's extremely good at exorcising evil and getting rid of evil. Aloe vera also attracts love, like I said earlier, love. Burn it on the full moon to attract love, but also carry it with you to attract love, or use it on your skin as well, and pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for love. It attracts love because love has a healing energy. Any kind of love has a healing energy, okay? Whether it's between people, a man and woman, whether it's between a person and their family, anything. Any love, a person and a pet. It also smooths out situations, adds love to situations. So if you shower with an aloe vera gel shower, for example, you know that it's organic and stuff like that, yeah? I use them sometimes, aloe vera shower gels. They're extremely good. They're very cleansing and very good for the skin. Whilst you're showering, pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for everything to be harmonious and lovely, wherever you are going, whatever you want to do. And you will see how evil energies and negative energies and fear and anxiety are going to be removed from that place. Okay? There is another one that I want to tell you about, another recipe that is very good, especially for women who are harassed by men, and the men are being impossible, and the men are being really aggressive and unfair to the woman, or like bringing her down, especially if it's a young woman, okay, sometimes, or if it's a stalker or something like that. You get a bit of aloe vera, okay, whether it's a gel or the plant, actual plant, the herb, dried, not dried, doesn't matter, as long as aloe vera. And then you get a piece of paper, and on that paper you write the name of Archangel Michael, 4 times on the edges of the paper, okay? And you start on one edge and you go around against the way the clock goes, anti-clockwise on the paper. You write Archangel Michael or Saint Michael for the Christians, or even Muslims can write Saint Michael if you want, okay? You can write anything that you want as long as it is the energy of Archangel Michael. If your niyyah is pure, that this is the Archangel Michael that you're connecting with, which I have a very strong connection with, a familial connection and a personal connection, and it's extremely powerful. Like, every time I close my eyes, if I'm feeling a bit anxious, I see him. I see his wings. So, and I see him, but I don't see his face, but I see his wings, and I see him holding something like a sword or something. And that Archangel Michael is very powerful at protecting people from harassment and bullying and, stalkers, like, people who don't have good intentions towards you. But it works very well for young women, especially from my experience as well. So you put that, you take the aloe vera, you put it inside the middle of the paper. You've written the name, like gone anti-clockwise with the name, Michael, 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 Michael. Peace and blessings be upon him, or peace be upon him. And then you put the aloe vera in the middle. Okay? And then you wrap the paper up with the aloe vera in the middle. And you put it in your left pocket. You can add some chili to it and also some cloves, okay, if you want, if you feel that you're being bullied by someone or harassed, okay? It will get that bully out of your way, and it will give them their karma in a big way, okay? As long as you leave the exact way that this thing will happen up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you're doing well, yeah? Don't wish anything harmful for anyone, specifically harmful, because you don't know what the other person is thinking. You just pray for protection, okay? So that's very good. Generally, I find, like I said, if you carry it with you, if you take it to any place with you, if you do anything, it will help you things be more loving and harmonious around you, okay? Try and get it and just put it in your home. It's so good for the home. It protects from accidents. Okay, it's very protective against accidents. As I always say, always remember to say the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala over these things, and read the Quran over them. And know that whoever is helping you is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whether he sends the Archangel Michael, he sends the aloe vera, he sends salt, he sends cloves, he sends chili. At the end of the day, it's him who's helping you, okay? These are just things. This is deep knowledge about things, that the way that they work, okay? But they all work for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, okay? Be careful. Because if you don't mention the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and ask anything else to protect you, then you might find that the results are not that good. Okay? This has been amazing, you guys. I love this video so much. My spirits have loved it as well. They really, really adore this tree so much. It's a very lucky item to have around your home, and it's so blessed. Some people believe that you can get anything with it if you hold it in your hand, because it's got so many energies within it. It has, like I said, over 300,000 or something items in it. It has appeared with many holy people, the Virgin Mary, alayha salam, Sayyidina Maryam al-Azra, but also it has appeared with Sayyidina Ayub, Job, alayhi salam, in our history. He healed with it. It appeared with Sayyidina Musa, alayhi salam, Moses, because he used to fight and he was a very strong person. He always used to get into contraptions and problems. So before it came to him, and Nubuwa, it came to him properly, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talked to him directly through the fire in the bush. Before that, there were problems, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saved him from all of that and made him into a holy prophet after that. But he used to use it for his injuries and his skin and so on. It also appeared with, like I said, Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam. We believe that Jesus Christ used to heal with it. Sayyidina Maryam al-Azra, his mother, Job, Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and also all of the prophets. If you take them one by one, you'll find that many of them have used it at some point, okay? So there are many a long and rich history for it, okay, with whether the figures are biblical or Quranic, and they all use them, okay, because they're all our ancestors and people from a very long time who were amazing people, and like they were flawless people with no real flaws like us now. We all have flaws now, and inshallah when we pray for healing, you can take the aloe vera, you can pray with it for healing for someone else as well in your hand. If you hold it in your hand and you pray it, or you put it on the person's forehead, it will help the healing's energy so much. Okay, it's so powerful, it's just so powerful. Okay, and it's just, I can't talk enough about it. My spirits love it so much. Okay, I have tried working with it. For example, if I have a candle I want to light or something like, because the light in spirituality is very important. You light it up, you light the spirit world up, and they come to you and they see what you want, okay, in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Most High's name. Okay, and then after that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we know before all this and like higher than all of this, in Quran we believe that God is the light of the heavens and the earth. Allah, bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Allahu nuru samawati wal ard. Sadaqallahu al-Azim. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the light of the heavens and the earth. And even beyond that, in all universes, on all planes of existence, wherever anything goes on, wherever anything doesn't go on, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is there. His energy cannot be described. He is like nothing else. Our brains are too limited to understand it because we have our skulls. Okay, if your brain was as big as the universe, you wouldn't be able to understand him either and know exactly what he is. But know that there is nothing like him, and that he is superior to all. Okay, to all that you know, and to all that you don't know. Okay, that's all we have to know. Okay, and every one of us has this deep feeling inside them that there is a God. Okay, and that's why we say kafirin. Kafir in Arabic means someone who hides something under the sand, someone who hides something under the carpet. They don't want to deal with it because it's real. They don't want to deal with it because it's the truth. Okay, that's the kafir. Okay, they don't want to deal with it. Okay, whether it's the existence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or anything else, we call that person kafir or heathen or whatever. Okay, heathen as well, if you see the word, it means hidden, like hidden or hiding, person who hides something. It's very obvious that there is a God to people who have a certain level of intelligence and know. Okay, people who are thinking clearly and are not influenced by negativity or by any other negative energies or by any kind of foolish stupor or pride that is making them think that there's something, and as soon as something pinches their side, they go, "Ow, help me, God." Okay, when there's no one else around, who do you run to? If a plane is falling from the sky, you won't say, "Oh, I'm the biggest person in the world. I've got the most money. I'm the most beautiful. I'm the most sexy. I'm the most handsome, or I'm the most gorgeous woman, or I'm the most beautiful man." You'll say, "God help me," because God is real. Okay, and we all have it inside. And if you use that energy of knowing that God is real with any of these herbs that I teach you, you will get a big result, because He is generous and He heals us with these things and He protects us with them. Okay, and He looks after you. When you look after Him in your heart and mind on many different levels, even emotionally and in a very tender way, like more even than you're looking after anything that your own eyes or your child or your heart. When you look after Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, after the belief, I wouldn't say look after Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because He doesn't need us. He can create other people if He doesn't like what we're doing, and He can wipe people out if He doesn't want it. Okay, that's it. Yeah, we were created to worship and full stop. That's the purpose. That's the life purpose of anyone. But the word worship isn't going to the mosque and laying down and getting up. It's it's more about your daily lifestyle and how you lead your life. And are you a conscientious person? Do you really care if you've done something right or wrong? Do you feel guilty about things if you don't do the right thing? Do you really? Okay, That is worship. When you praise him to an extent that he becomes part of your everyday life, you know you're there and you feel the warmth of his presence, and then you won't need anything else. Okay? And then you doing the right thing will be very easy for you. Okay? But if there's any other negativity that has its hands on your heart or soul, you will never do the right thing, and goodbye to all of the blessings that should come to you. Okay, if you try to paint anything in a negative light, saying anything is this or that, then that reflects only back on you. Okay, so that's why you find I always say positive things and try my best to never say anything negative and never to offend anyone specific, and never to say I will never do that. The way I talk every day is also very different. To people, I will never utter an ugly word from my mouth. I can't. I'm not able to because of my iman. I'm not able to because of my faith. Okay? And that's something that these are levels, very high levels, that our mullahs and sheikhs even have more of than I do. Okay? I'm only a humble little servant that God is helping me to maybe read the Quran and create a channel and spread my knowledge. But, I don't think myself as anything, that important or better than anyone or anything like that. Okay, once you start thinking like that, once you start feeling like that, know that it's over for you. And I think that you need to change. If that's the way that you think, you need to really think about things and change. It's all about ascension and enlightenment. And I think the aloe vera plants are making me talk to you guys about this. Every video I do, the herb always does something to me. It makes me talk about something. Okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, mashallah, is very powerful. He's the most high. He's created so many big and deep secrets in these things that people, as the more you live like what I was talking about, and the more you're sensitive and sweet and your heart is amazing, and you try and help people even without their knowledge, which is something that Alhamdulillah I do regularly, not to talk about myself, but I'm just trying to set an example for our younger generations and for people who feel lost or anything like. The more you do these things, the more you are blessed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the more everything will work for you really fine and well. And you find that the most important ingredient is patience as well, with all of these things, with all of the herbs. And believe me, if you are patient, and the best thing to be patient with is your belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, everything will go well for you. So use the aloe vera plant to help yourself heal and to help others heal in any kind of way, and your results will be fantastic, and your blessings will come one after the other, and your breakthroughs. And remember, we are all live to worship in our own different unique ways that are actually to live our lives well, and to always remember God and put him in our hearts, in front of us, behind us, on our right and left sides, above and below us, and within us and everywhere. Okay, I love you guys so much. Let me know your experiences with aloe vera in the comments, and I will talk to you guys in your next video, inshallah. Thank you.